Perikanan. Welcome to UGM Fisheries Podcast. Today, with me, Desy, as a host for this special segment Perikanan Menginspirasi. And today, I have been accompanied with a very special guest from Thailand. Guess who? Yeah, he is Associate Professor Dr. Kornsorn Srikulnath from Thailand. He is a Deputy Dean for Special Affairs and also researcher in Faculty of Science, Kasetsart University, Thailand. Yeah, so let's greet our special guest today. Hello, good morning,
Hello,
Professor
good morning.
Kornsorn.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe before we start our podcast, we like to greet our viewers in around the world from the YouTube by say hello.
Halo.
Sobat Perikanan.
Sobat Perikanan.
Oh, you are very
Okay.
fluent in
Sobat
Indonesia. And how about in Thailand?
Sawadee krab. Yes.
Sawadee krab. Oh,
okay.
yeah, sawadee krab. Yeah. Because today we will talk about maybe Kasetsart University, especially in your faculty, Faculty of Science. Yeah. We would like to discuss about the catfish because it is one of your interest research.
Yes.
Yeah. Especially in genetic and genomic.
Yes.
Yeah. So would you like to explain or introduce yourself to the viewers who you are and where are you from and what's your research topic?
Yes. I'm Kornsorn Srikulnath from Kasetsart Universities. I'm from Faculty of Science. In our universities, we have many faculties. We have the 4 campus across the country. I'm from the Bangkok campus, or we say that Bangkok
Yeah.
campus. And the basics of the knowledge is come from Faculty of Science, but we have many faculties from the S.pi side. For example, the Faculty of Fisheries that fit for your departments, Faculty of Agriculture, Faculty of Agro-Industry, Faculty of Forestry. Of course, we work together with the communities, then from the basic knowledge to the applications. That's why we work, and we would like to expand collaboration to the ASEAN people. That's we, Thailand and Indonesia, become the community, the same communities in ASEAN. So that is the commons. But for my expertise or my interest, that I'm the genetics guy. I mean, I work in the genetics and genomics from many animals. Not only fish, but I work from the fish to the primate. So I have many story of the primate in Thailand, and work from the analysis of some populations, and we work with the birds, and especially the main work is the chicken for the food security, for some adaptation that we can improve the genetics or the indigenous chicken for the people in Thailand and maybe in ASEAN. And also from reptiles, I work in crocodiles,
Crocodiles.
in snakes and rest as well. Of course, the crocodile is also the economic animals. I work in amphibian, in frog, in some, but not so much. And I work in fish, many fish, from jetbird, from silver barb, from snake skin, gouramis, something like that. But now the main work is for the catfish and the fighting fish. Catfish become more main.
Very popular fish in Thailand.
Also popular, that is become the second majority of the market in Thailand. I mean, the first one is tilapia, and the second one is catfish. And because we choose that the catfish as our main work now. I mean, just last year and this year, because that is the indigenous animals,
yeah.
compared to the tilapia, that is the aliens animal from Africa. So, but that's why we go on that, and the grant agency accept. That's why we go on that. If the grant agency not accept, we not go much.
Yeah, so this is the reason why you choose catfish for
Yes.
your research. But we know that there are a lot of catfish, like clarias or pangasius. So what kind of catfish you already you already done
Work?
with? Yeah, work.
Yes, we forgot first and maybe all to carriers catfish. Of course, we have one species that is the native and use that for the food security. That is the Carius macrocephalus, or the common name is the big head catfish.
Yeah.
Yes, we go on that, and because that species or that relative species become the second majority, so that's why we go on that. We have some more from the channel catfish or Bangladesh, but the big one is the Carius catfish.
Clarius catfish. Okay. So the Clarius catfish is your what's that? It's your current research. Do you have any experience to work in other fish, like not only in Clarius but also in snakehead maybe or gourami?
Snakeheads and gourami, I work about to investigate or to see how the sex control of the fish. So I think that is the key point. But I mean it is not for the farmer to know at first, because they can grow, they can breed, but if they can do some sex manipulation to get some sex that show high growth rate or the high big size that it should be. So that's why we work on the sex control or sex determination in snake skin gourami, in some jet bird from Australia. We also work at the XY system. Yes, that, and also in the fighting fish, even if that is the ornamental fish, but it's very high marketings.
Yeah. So you already tell us that you are interested in genetic and genomic. Why you choose it? Because there is also a lot of things like feed, also in disease control. Why you choose genetic and genomic in catfish?
Of course, that's because I was born from that. So how can I say, I like the genetics from when I was in high school, and when
from high school.
I like the genetics and genomics. I learned genetics so much, and I directly to go to the faculty of science, just like the scientist from the bachelor degree until the PhD degree. So I work only in genetics all the time. So that's why I use my expertise to go on that.
Okay, so so it is one of your favorite things to know the genetic of fish. But how do you know the fish has a good quality, like from not only from genetic but in this is a good fish, and you choose it to sample, or you choose many things sample and you work in genetic and genomic?
Oh, that's good question. So I think we need to classify what we want to do for the improvement or for the making something good. The first thing is about the genetics or the bleeds or the genetic material of that fish, because some fish, even in the same species or the same breed, but some fish show not good quality of the genetics, is become inbreedings. So you can see some more small or some abnormal or some things. So that's why we need to use the genetic to sort out the problem that. In addition of the genetics, some disease or the health, some management of the water quality or something. So this we need to see with and collaborate with our team from the Faculty of Fisheries to do on that. So that's why we work from two sides. We try to work on the AI. It's the time of the AI to observe and to detect what the health of the fish. Yes, that is ongoing process to develop something together. So at first, for example, in catfish, we have the big head catfish and we import the North African catfish. So in this case, so the people or the farmer did not use the catfish from the captivities, but used the catfish, big head catfish from the natural, from the wild. It means that we don't have any record.
Yeah.
So it depends on the God.
God.
Support what from the north, support what from the south. That's why this is very simple question that if we correct the good material, and then keep that in their captivity of their, for example, in the university or in somewhere, and have the record of the genetics, and making at something like the stock, so we can improve any direction. For example, growth rate is high, tolerant to the disease, tolerant to the thermal, tolerant to the cold temperature. Yes, but if we get from the nature at the same time, every time. So we don't know what the record that. We cannot improve that. So that's why, so that from the first, for example, in catfish, we need to know what is the record of the genetics, what the difference, what is the variations. Perhaps sometime now you correct from the fish and you making breeding, you choose that is also good. But inside that is very high breeding, inbreeding.
Inbreeding. Okay.
Yes. So that's why you need to break the inbreeding by use the variation of the genetics in the nature. That is in our criteria. For the disease, yes, again, there's someone from our faculty of fisheries do on that to check the quality, to check the something. But for the catfish, it's very good fish that they can tolerate any disease.
Yeah, any disease and also abnormal of water quality.
Yeah, they can something like that. That is, for example, from catfish. Yeah.
Okay, so your research also conduct genetic manipulation.
Not so much on that. We prefer on the first is about the genetic blueprints.
Okay.
Blueprint of the genetics, and then we work our team already to go on. Oh, we have the data, and you pick up for the genetic manipulation. For example, the gynogenesis, or yes, something like that.
So you give your result to the government to the next. What the next for the catfish in Thailand?
What next? As our dream and our goal, we got the budget for the big budget for 3 years from the National Research Council of Thailand. I need to say something like that, otherwise they will be angry. So they support us for 3 years, and the goal is, at first, we must create the baseline population for the big head catfish that we never have before. The second is we need to improve the genetic of African catfish. That is an alien species, and it's the high tolerance to disease and high growing. The big head catfish is just good taste and delicious. The last one is, if we have the good system of the two parental stocks for the two species, we can make the hybrid. And the hybrid is the 90% of the majority of the catfish in Thailand. So that is to get the food security sustainably.
Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, so many experience in catfish. But would you like to tell us about what is the most challenges in your job now? In catfish, especially in genetic and genomic, it is about the high risk or the money from from the government.
Of course, the money is always the problem.
Yeah.
But we need to find some collaboration and network to support us. For example, from the Association of the Fisheries, Association of the Farmer, and NGO, that they can support not only the money but also the knowledge, also the service. But the most challenge, I can say that in Thailand now, is not the money much. The most challenge is, first, is about marketing. Marketing is because that is the way to get the more and more income sustainably. So the Thai people always eat the catfish, big head catfish, for 2 or 3 variety of the food, and grilling, frying, or some. We need more fantasy food to get more interesting, to get more bias, to get something interesting for food. That is one. The second one is about the contaminations. That is very serious situation. I think not only in Thailand but also I have heard from Indonesia as well. So we have the hybrid between two species, and the hybrid that someone that is common for the people, that if they don't care much and they release to the nature. And what happens? The hybrid can instead of the natural one, for example, big head catfish. So now, when we collect the sample to make the further population of the country from the north to the south, how can I say? We cannot get much about the pure species, but we get the hybrid so much. That is worst case. So this is very challenge that we need to fix that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So this is our last minutes. Would you like to to make a closing statement for this our discussion today about the catfish in genetic and genomic?
Um, in the end, that we hope to go on the catfish sustainably, sustainable catfish bioresources. We hope to make the genetic stock really good quality and collaborate with our partner from the management, from the disease, from the food. But that is not. It doesn't mean that we go on only the Thailand, even if the Thai government support me for the grant. But we hope to go on our friends together in the regions, in the regional country, for example in Indonesia and ASEANs, because we have the same culture. I think not definite the same culture, but I mean we familiar culture from each other.
Yeah.
We can see the face together, and we know that who's come from Southeast Asia, yes, from Indonesia, yes, from Thailand, and from something like that, and we eat something the same. For example, catfish, encourage catfish. So the problem is in the situation of the climate change or the global warmings. So the material of the fish become decline and decline. So this is a problem not only in Thailand but also in Indonesia. So we need to collaborate together between two countries. So that's why in the end of this, I would like to expand my interest and my research field to the community of Indonesian people, to the Department of Fishery and Aquaculture here in Gajah Mada, and in any society of Indonesia. We would like to have the collaborations. We would like to share our knowledge together. What the problem from Thailand, what the problem from Indonesia, what the benefit from each other, and share and do for the people from two countries. And we hope that we can make the consortium from the ASEAN, from the Thailand, Indonesia, and share the knowledge of catfish. And this is a sustainable development, not only for each country but also for the communities. So I hope so that.
Yeah. So maybe if there is a undergraduate student want to continue their study in your faculty, you will accept them
Yes.
to work together in
Yes.
catfish in
Yes,
genetic and genomic.
Appreciate. At first, how can I say, the passion of the student
Yeah.
must be. So we hope the student or the researcher that have the high passions to see the fish all the time, 24 hours. But you can sleep in some time and work together. Yes, we hope so.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor Kornsorn,
Yes,
for
thank you
your.
so much. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih. You can say terima
Terima
kasih.
kasih.
Wow. Okay. Thank you very much for attending in this podcast and give us valuable information about catfish, especially in genetic and genomic. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. This is the end of our video. If you like this video, don't forget to comment, subscribe, and follow us in YouTube channel Media Perikanan UGM. Me and Professor Kornsorn say goodbye.
Goodbye สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีครับ